And I'm joined here today with Gavin Lloyd, who is playing Phillip, Cynthia's husband in Mother's Love. So, Gavin, what do you think of Phillip as a character?
I think he's hard to understand at first. He can be easily misunderstood to begin with, and because obviously, first of all, you just see how he is around Gillian. He's very dismissive, and that's his prerogative as the master of the house. And then he's misunderstanding what Cynthia's going through. He loves her so much, but through that love, he's hiding from the obvious thing that she needs help, and he's trying to deal with it himself. And he hates not being in control. You know, his job, he's boss, top dog, and he can't handle the fact that the one thing he can't control is his personal life. As much as he loves his wife, he needs more help, you know.
And you say he's a master of his house, which obviously he is. But how do you think he is when he feels that he's losing control?
I think he tries to pull at fraying threads, you know. He becomes more frustrated than he should do, and he finds himself snapping at people that are only there to help him, such as Gillian. Although she's there in a professional capacity, she's been with the family for years, and he finds himself snapping at her. He finds himself trying to cling on to things from the past that are no longer there. You know, this needs to be solved now with Cynthia, but he's still clinging on to what he wish it could have been, not what it is at the moment.
That's fair. And you say, obviously, with him trying to cling on to things from the past, but you're trying to get him to move on. But when people like Paul show up, and he's then got to contend with Paul knowing things and dealing directly with Cynthia, how do you think that makes Phillip feel?
Well, to begin with, it's his house, and there's someone coming in. He's trying to take control of a situation that only Phillip should be able to take control of. And obviously, there's two alpha males in the house now. And at the end of the day, it's his house, so Paul should be submissive to him and should be wanting to get his approval over anything, let alone getting told to go out of the room so Paul can talk to his wife on his own. That wasn't done back then. It shouldn't. That's not how Phillip would like anything like that to happen. You know.
And what do you think of the play Mother's Love overall?
I think it's very interesting to take part of, and when I first read it, I was very intrigued. Like just all the way through, there's a lot of ups and downs. I think you begin to understand the characters more. I think there's a lot of empathy can be had for Cynthia. Even Phillip, to an extent, people understand why he's so desperate. Is why he's calling in someone like Paul. He's at his wit's end. You know, he can't think of anything else to do. He's trying his best, and I think you know there's a lot of sympathy for it, even though he doesn't speak at all, little Jack. I think there's a lot of different diverse intermingling relationships, and it's a lot more three-dimensional than I first thought when I first read it.
Okay. And you say about Cynthia. How do you think Phillip feels about Cynthia and this obsession she has?
I think he's more concerned than angry. I think he comes across as he's fed up. You know, he just wants his wife back to the way she was, dealing with the son as a mother would deal with the son. That he wants to be a family, and he can't always be around. I think he loathes himself slightly because of the high-powered job he has. He wants to be around his wife, but you know he's out in the morning, coming back at night. She's so tired from all the stress of dealing with this situation. He just wants things. He's clinging to the past. You know, he loves his wife dearly, but I think he's beginning to get more and more distant from her because of the way she's handling Jack.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. And I know, obviously, we're still quite early on into this, but what are your takes on everything so far from the way rehearsals and such have been going?
I think we're really beginning to get a good dynamic with everyone's characters, their own sort of their own way they perceive their characters is beginning to come to light, and you can really see where things, when worked upon, will really start to kick off, and there's just so much diversity at the moment that's just it's incredible to see. I mean, it's such an early stage, even through voice work, and it hardly have been blocked so far. What we can do with it, I think, will be an amazing piece of theatre.
Okay, that's cool. Thanks very much, Gavin. That's Gavin, who's playing Phillip. Thanks, and see you later.